Can you hear me, guys? Can you hear me, guys? So watch me, Nene. Nobody's joining my stream. So it's dropping, it's going down. It's pretty crazy. Ooh, he has dropped quite a bit. So, Bed Bath and Beyond stock is frozen. So let's see what happens, and also look at the basically Nasdaq, it's dropping. Don't really know why, but who cares, right? But it's good because I'm short and I would love to see it go to zero. Hello, hello. What's going on? So it's trading at 22.9. What is this? Do we think it can drop even lower? That's the big question. Hello, hello. So it's just going down, dropping down like crazy. Maybe soon we will see that zero. I think I'll wait for the last 30 minutes and maybe hop in, if I like the price action, of course. But look at Nasdaq, why it's dropping so much? Well, this is pretty unusual situation, guys. Let's go down. Let's go lower, lower. Maybe we'll recover, but look how fast it went up, and now it was struggling, and now it started dropping. This is what happened during last 5 minutes. I'll try to check another price action maybe and see what happens afterwards. But look at the volume, it's pretty low. Oh, Nasdaq has dropped even more. Woohoo, we're dropping again. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Are we going to go to zero? This might be a pretty good possibility for re-entry, let's say. Only natural gas is going higher all the time. That's crazy. That's just crazy. Feel free to ask me anything. Cause otherwise it's pretty boring just to be talking to myself. Oh, what is this? It's going to crash, guys. It's going to crash. Trust me. This is not good. This is what we did not really want to see. That's for sure. It's for sure. No, it's crashing, guys. Oh, nice. Look at this. Now we are going to zero, probably. Yep, this has been basically a live crash of BBBY, Bed Bath and Beyond, exactly how their whole life. It might be worth trying to get in maybe after some consolidation. Well, maybe not if we look at the open. We started over here, it was at $15. Right now we're trading at, let's say, roughly 20. Hmm. Well, this was fun. I'm glad I was not holding any shares. So it went down from a gain of 75% to roughly 29-30%. But maybe now we will recover again. Who knows? It's a meme stock. This is a 5-minute chart, this is just a 1-minute chart. But it has basically dropped, but as I said, now might be a really good time to get in after we see some consolidation. This is what I'm looking for. Then I think might be an amazing time maybe to get in and see how we go roll back from there. Hmm. What's going on with SQQ? No, I would have to be a pro. I'm not a pro. Just holding this crazy stock. So maybe, yeah, so it has gone down a little bit, so now the stock market is recovering. Maybe we will see some price action for Bed Bath and Beyond. Who knows? Who knows? I would maybe enter this trade. Possibly if we can see maybe, let's say, some consolidation, just like over here. But after it has crashed, I mean, it could be a pretty good news for us, to be honest. Maybe a pretty good time maybe to get in. Comment down below like what you think, guys. Are you holding this Bed Bath and Beyond stock or not? It's recovering pretty quickly. This is not really what I want to see, that's for sure. This is not what I'm looking for. Okay, you can finally see me, I guess. So, what are you guys trading? Are you in this meme stock or not? So, what's going on with SQs? I'm actually holding this ETF SQs around 400 shares, but the price action is not really what I want to see. I would love to see it much higher. I hope the stock market crashes or something. Ooh, we have a gap up. Well, this looks sort of like a triangle. So can we maybe see something like that or not really? Do. So it was, let's say, it's 13% from the low. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens next. Doesn't seem to be doing much. I think it might be a good time to enter, maybe roughly like 40 minutes before the stock market closes, which is exactly 1 hour and 3 minutes. And then probably it will drop again before, or maybe it will just spike like crazy. It's kinda hard to say. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Volume. It's not really doing much. There's no volume, it's not climbing. There's nothing crazy going on, to be honest. But it's still up 35%. Wait, what was the lowest point? It's almost like maybe 19 dollars per share. So are we gonna see a breakout or not? Doesn't look perfect, but looks pretty good in this case. We are still holding, so maybe there might be a pretty good one. Not sure, possibly. I mean, there was a pretty big drop today actually. We dropped around, I mean, when we were at dub, it was like we were up 75%, now it's only 30. But it's possible. Let's check out the daily chart. I mean, let's say that this is just a Reddit meme stock, so it's very hard to predict. You know, it can basically drop a lot. But maybe let's check out what happened during AMC crazy times. Oh, AMC is pretty high as well. So when you usually see a price action like this, what we actually see today for Bed Bath and Beyond, and it actually usually drops afterwards, so it's definitely not a good price action. Are you holding the stock, Nate, or not? And maybe... And the same happened over here, so when we usually drop from the top and it just keeps dropping, so basically that's what happens today to Bed Bath and Beyond, but it's very hard to say. Well, I hope you did not buy the tub at $27 per share. Oh, we broke out of the triangle, which is also not good, but maybe it's just like a fake breakout. Ah, that's amazing. So you were in the money. What I'm like looking for is like how we close actually. If we just drop basically to the bottom or to like the day's lows, or if it's gonna keep holding strong. Maybe check. Let's do this. So 20. This is not interesting. It's crashing. Maybe we can. Might be a good idea, but maybe you should wait till the close, because usually, like before the market closes, we usually see a lot of price movement. So I think that might actually happen now. I was actually looking for a consolidation, something like we can see over here. Mm, and basically the same thing is forming right now, so maybe just wait for a few more minutes and make sure to sell right before we close. I think it might push higher, but it's, as I said, it's very difficult to predict. Yep, I think there's a good change of something like that happening, but no idea. So AMC was even worse because it was just like jumping up and down and very hard to say what might happen to the stock. Because if buyers just jump in, the same can happen on the other side. Sellers jumping in or I do not really like to day trade that much. I prefer to do swing trading and hold for a long time. But look, now it's dropping like crazy again. This is not a good sign, so hopefully we will not go much lower. I'm not holding any shares, but actually now when it drops, that might be a very good idea to jump in before the close. But it looks like now we're basically just ripping and going down. This is crazy, it's going so fast. You see, so even though we were, let's say, forming some kind of consolidation, it just went down. Yeah, it's also very important maybe to check like what the stock market is doing. I usually check Nasdaq, but Nasdaq seems to be down. Yeah, they are dropping it, but it's basically a meme stock, you know, it's nothing you want to really hold for a long term unless you just want to. The best time to be in is just during the short squeeze, which just happened today, basically, or maybe just people jumped in and bought a lot of it. So if you are a risk taker, now might be a pretty good time to get into triple BY. So Nasdaq, what's Nasdaq doing? Let's check out the 5-minute chart. It's trying to form a button. I actually hold 400 shares of SQ, so I hope that the stocks are gonna go lower. Oh look, it's dropping again, so this might be a nasty drop, I think, because there's not much holding it. But maybe sellers are gonna jump in now. That's also possible. Maybe that's also possible, but to be honest, I do not like this price action at all. I mean, I'm not saying it's not going to go up or higher tomorrow, but the price action is not very good. You know, it's not really consolidating. It's either just going higher or lower. But maybe if you hold it for a few days, that might be also a good idea. But I'm worried that maybe we already saw the the highs, because when we look at the daily chart, it will look nasty, I believe. So people might, yeah, but we were still green. That's also one of the good signs, to be honest. What also looks pretty good is not gas. I'm also trading like bull or KOLD, and not because it's just going higher each day, so maybe a good swing trade in the future might be buying KOLD. So yeah, I mean within a few days. So basically in 18 days or 12 trading days, this stock has gone up by 300%, and the high was more than 500%. That's crazy. Within 2 weeks you can make so much money. And what is the short float on this stock? Not sure what the best website is. Hmm, Short interest over time. So right now it was, so it's pretty low actually. Days to cover. So this does not make sense because it's a very old data. Yeah, I think like what was the low of the day, or when, where did it open? At 16. So maybe it might be worth holding for a few more days if you want to, if you like gambling. But at this point, I think actually we might see the lows of the day before we close. So in 30 minutes. And also the daily chart does not look very good, honestly. We got a green candle, which college is trying to close above. Mm, This might get interesting, but no, we just dropped again. I mean, I wanted to get in, but I decided to change my mind because price action is terrible at the moment, to be honest with you. It's been just basically in free fall, not really free fall, but it's been falling since 8:30 p.m. So for more than an hour. But maybe we'll see a surprise soon, and I'm telling you, usually the last minutes are the most important. We can still close above 30, even though it's kinda unlikely, I think, but you never know. Yep, I think so. Maybe maybe some guys from Reddit will jump in, buy even more, put more money in. You never really know what might happen. But be careful because really the daily chart doesn't look very nice. Maybe we will push today's highs tomorrow, but I think that this could be it for a few days. And maybe we will need to find a new better stock because it basically just dropped a lot today, which is never really a good sign. And also be careful because let's say the stock market seems to be a bit extended, so if we push lower, everything will, if the whole stock market crashes, I guess everything will go lower, but on the other hand, it's not easy to predict and you never really know. But look, I think we are going lower because it's not really bouncing or doing anything. We need to see a strong bounce at least, maybe to change the whole dynamics of this stock. I don't think so. Honestly, I think we are done over here. Maybe it might go even lower. Let's see what happens and where we end up actually. Yeah, that's possible. Like it's kind of consolidating. It's not really pushing lower, but it has already dropped a lot, I think. Maybe we'll see like a fast bounce towards the close, but very, very difficult to say what will actually happen. But even when we check a few days ago, we can see we had basically the same close on, what was it, 8th of August, and then we had a few days, let's say, of consolidation, and then it pushed higher. So this is what we want to see, but still I do not think that it will happen anytime soon. Again, we basically see at least some kind of consolidation. Oh, look, a very high green candle, so we might be actually pushing higher over here. Well, let's see where it takes us. I'm telling you, last minutes are usually crazy. But yo, we are going higher and higher. Well, this does not look bad, but on the other hand, the same can happen on the other side. Now even the daily chart looks much better, 50 more percent and we are back at the top. Hmm. Well, let's see where it takes us. Well, let's see. I hope so. I hope so. It's gonna be a big bounce. Doesn't really look like a big bounce at the moment. Maybe just a bounce. Maybe, or if not over there, then maybe over here. But as long as we're just gonna be within these lines, I think we should be good. Possibly, but it's not really. Um, it's going up very slowly, I would say. I expected something much faster and different and more aggressive. This is just very, very slow and not really anything you want to see. Wait, we still got like 20 more minutes, so a lot can happen, especially last few minutes, but not really much going on right now. Oh, Steven Ducks made almost 2 million trading this stock today. That's crazy, 1.7 million. But was he shorting it? Average price? Yes, I think he was shorting it. Current or no? I don't know. Oh no, he was not shorting this stock. He bought on the way up. Let's go, boys. Let's do something with this. Well, I'm happy I did not buy anything, let's say right over here, because I was thinking about it, of course. But luckily, not this time. Well, not much is going on, so I don't know. But at least we pushed higher a little bit. Now it's consolidating. That's what I really like. You know, when we consolidated over here for quite some time, then it pushed even higher. So if something like that can happen again, might be amazing, and we're just pushing higher and higher and higher. Let's see how much money would you make if you bought right over there. 7%, that's not bad. Well, we need to be patient for sure if you want to see any good times. Yeah, I would say maybe like a 21 or 20, or yeah, I hope so. Unless everyone decides to sell and we basically end up at today's lows, which we opened at around 15, so yeah, it would still have to drop by around 20%. But I kind of like this consolidation, but when we, let's say, consolidate it right over here, then we dropped lower. Hmm, there can be even an upward pressure, I would say. Or yeah, like people are gonna just chicken out. Yeah, today was a huge day. I I really don't know if we're gonna see anything similar soon. But we might, you never really know. Seems like Nasdaq is also pushing higher. 13 more minutes, so let's see what happens. Even the volume is going down, so probably not that many people are interested anymore. But it's actually good news because then it can push higher very fast, easily. And let's say some buyers step in. Well, we might still get there before the close. Well, so let's see where we end up. Maybe check out this stock. It seems to be pushing higher. Maybe it also wants to do something crazy like Bed Bath and Beyond. And I definitely prefer the daily chart of this one. Oh look, there's some push higher. So where are we gonna end up? At zero? Yeah, let's go, baby. Whoop whoop. Look, also, even the volume is increasing like crazy, so this is a pretty good news for us. Hmm, look, it's even going higher and higher. Well, let's break the triangle. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Yeah, baby, baby, let's go. Yep, they push it higher than they sell. Then it just starts going down again. But look, oh, this is a pretty good one. 9 more minutes. I think now we're gonna see the brutal action for sure. Are we consolidating again? What's going on? I mean, if we don't see a brutal sell-off right now, that might be very important and good news for us for tomorrow. Yep, maybe the same people here are also in AMC. Yeah, but definitely check out that ASTC or whatever it was. I think they need to launch a new product soon. Maybe like if we... I kinda like this price action for tomorrow, you know, we're not gonna end up at today's lows, but I would not expect a lot because we already dropped like 40% from the top. We were trading at almost $28. Now we are trading at 20. Another green candle, so let's wait for it. If we break out this triangle. 7 more minutes still. Looks promising, I guess. This looks pretty good. Because I think if we break the triangle, it's just gonna be a massive time. Yeah, well, I would definitely not recommend holding this stock for a long time, because it's basically just being pumped and then dumped at this point. And especially during these crazy times. 6 more minutes. So are we running out of steam or what's going on? What do you guys think? Pump, pump, pump. Yeah, I think it's gonna break out soon. And then maybe drop. Yeah, I think that soon we're gonna... Yep, look at this. This is amazing. I think this is pretty strong before the close, even 5 more minutes. But you know, stocks can be very fast. And especially if maybe a big seller decides to sell at this point. Ooh, we are in trouble. Nice. Oh no, what's going on? What is this? Even the daily chart looks much better now, but look, now we're dropping again. Or maybe not. Hmm. Even stocks seem to be pushing lower. Let's go, baby. Let's see 25s again. No, but I don't think we might end up over here. That's too high. Too damn high. Yeah, now we know it's a pretty good price action for tomorrow. I do not promise anything, but maybe if it pushes much higher during the open, make sure to sell it ASAP and then maybe you can buy in later on. Three more minutes. I think we might actually push above the triangle by the close. But let's see, because we can see that even over here some people started taking profits off probably. Because we touched the base of the triangle and since then it's just dropping. But this is not what I expected. I thought that it's gonna just crash basically to 15s or something crazy like that. Yep, maybe for 21. But maybe it can still rip, you know, we might end up at 22 by the end of the day. But it's 2 more minutes, so I don't expect much more to happen. It's actually very slow. I think it's going up very slowly. I expected much more volume before the end of the day and not really doing anything. Oh, the volume dropped to zero. I was wondering what was really going on. And I think we are done, guys. Yep, not much was going on. Well, this might be pretty good time if you are holding overnight. Well, anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'll maybe see you tomorrow. Nice, $115. That's always very good. Okay, so I think the stock has closed already. Yep. Hope you make more money tomorrow, but let's see. Oh, thank you guys for watching. Have a great night or wherever you are. And yep, see you tomorrow maybe.